poppin', y'all? This your boy Bishop, back for episode 70 of Shit That Be On My Mind. If you like what I be saying, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Tonight's topic is the Democrats and the LGBTQ are trying to hijack the black agenda. And the reason why I titled that way, first let me show y'all what Nancy Pelosi got on. The lady in the back is Karen Bass. She's part of the Black Caucus in the Congress. But look what Nancy Pelosi, she's the leader of the Democrats. Look what she got on. Y'all see that shit she got on, man? She got on a kente cloth. So they pouring it on thick. They got a plan. They got an agenda. And clearly it's not for us. And the reason why I say that is, think back when Obama was in office. When he first became president. Think back. And if you can't, Google it. When Obama became president on his first term, he had control of the Congress, control of the Senate, and himself as the executive branch, as the president. He had all three locked down. How many black people was murdered unjustly in his administration, during his time in administration? Why they didn't do nothing then? Nancy Pelosi was around, Karen Bass was around, all these people was around. Now that we, on the grassroots level, has got motivated, took to the streets, took to YouTube, took to Instagram, and speaking our truth, and as a collective voice, because we won't change, here they come. She got on the kente cloth. So you already know, like I said, that's the fuckery. She could have left that off, but she got it on for a reason, like she's in solidarity with us. If she was in solidarity with us, she would have been and did something for us. Matter of fact, she would have got reparations for us. You understand? So don't be fooled by this bullshit tactics that they doing right now. Let me read y'all a little bit of it. Democrats put forward a sweeping legislation Monday aimed at cracking down on police brutality and recording patterns of misuses of force across the country. The first concrete step towards action from Washington as a national movement emerges. The national movement is us. They're not going to say that, though. The legislation, which was led by the Congressional Black Caucus, Democrats on the House Judiciary Committee, and Democrat Senators Kamala Harris of California, Cory Booker of New Jersey, comes as the country is reeling from the recent deaths of several black Americans at the hands of the police, including George Floyd, who died in Minneapolis last month after a white police officer knelt on his neck for more than 8 minutes. The world is witnessing the birth of a new movement in our country, Congressional Black Caucus Chair Karen Bass said at the press conference on Monday, where Democrats formally unveiled the legislation. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said the Congress can't settle for anything less than transformative structural change. And how long she been in Congress again? It's a con game, y'all. But the proposal, which does not yet have any Republican co-sponsors, would need bipartisan backing to make it through the Senate. It's not going to make it through. You know the Republicans are not going to back that shit. It's un-American for them if they did that. So for the Democrats to unveil what they unveiled today, that's all a political football, man. That's to make the Republicans look worse than they already look. To try to build up some momentum for Joe Biden. But Joe Biden, if you do your research, is the architect, the author of the 94 crime bill, which locked up gang of black men in prison, empowered the police, amongst a lot of other things. And now he want to turn around and run for president and say he going to do something to change the police department. He's going to do something. Come on, man. This all bullshit. This all a con game, y'all. Come on, black people. We got to get out the emotions The symbolism. That's what, she got on the kente cloth. That's symbolism. We got to get out of that shit, man. And get down to the nitty gritty. See? We can't be playing no games with these people, man. Right now, we got white supremacy on the ropes. Now, we either can knock their ass out or we can fall for the okie doke. And we've been falling for the okie doke for years on top of years. Even some of our brightest and smartest leaders fell for it. Martin Luther King was one of them. He wanted to integrate us. And then by the time he integrated us and towards the end of his life, he realized, like he told his best friend, I can't think of his name right now. Oh my God. Legend, definitely a legend. Man, I can't think of that man's name right now. But Harry Belafonte, that was his name. But he confided and told him that he felt like he integrated his people inside a burning house, man. He realized, like, man, damn, I done integrated my people into some bullshit. We should have stayed like how we was. Because when we was segregated, we had our own shit. We was thriving. We was spending money with each other. Soon as they integrated us, boom, we started spending money with them. And look at where we at now. Our spending power is what, damn near 2.5 trillion. And how much of that we spend in our own community now? How many hospitals do we have? How many airports do we have? How many cab service do we have? How many just like structural, like how many black people own boats that transport goods from China and these different countries? Like, how many ports do we have, dog? Like, everything that we need to sustain our own economics, dog. What do we own, man? We have black people. We have a lot, put it this way, we have a lot of black faces in high places. So you might have a CEO of this company that's black for the first time, or a CEO of this company that's black for the first time. We got the Puffies, the Jay-Z's, the Oprahs, all these different Jordan, Magic, all these different people. But this is one person, dog. Collectively, we not on that level. They not even on that level. Puffy got Revolt, but Revolt is owned by Comcast. So he just made a deal with Comcast, but Comcast owns Revolt at the end of the day. Ciroc, all these different things that we portray like we look like we own, like even Oprah, her own network she don't even own 100% of that. And all the shit I'm saying, you can Google it. It's the truth. If you don't believe me, you don't have to believe me. Google it and see for yourself. All these people that's, put forth and we see them as ballers and, oh man, such and such, they don't really own shit, man. You hear me? So we don't really have nothing. So it leads into what I want to say about the next part of the title is the gay community. They then wheeled out Billy Porter ass, and he on here going off on black people in the midst of a crisis. So now they're trying to separate the black people. Like, the Democrats are already trying to separate us with this bill. So they gonna take a section of niggas that's loyal Democrats and people who's on the fence, like, oh, well, they least trying. Well, I'm gonna roll with over here. Then they got the gay nigga Billy Porter, who's representing the LGBTQ, out to cause confusion and have the gay black community feel a certain way towards us when we need to be as one. So they doing some whole conquer and divide type of bullshit, man. They've been doing this shit forever. When is we gonna wake up and understand, like, what is they doing? We see what they doing. To my gay brothers and sisters, stop playing, man. In your heart of hearts, black America as a whole is not homophobic, dog. Every fucking black person in America has a gay cousin, uncle, auntie, sister. Like, stop playing. Ain't nobody around there beating on no motherfucking gay people and trying to kill no gay people like that, dog. Is it issues? Yeah. But as a systematic Come on, man. Like, y'all, come on, man. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. So let me play y'all some of this, what this man was saying. Let me cue this up.
From all sides. And by that, I mean that the black community's relationship with the LGBTQ plus community is appalling at best and eerily similar to that of white supremacists versus black folk.
Y'all hear this shit, man?
And hear me well.
Y'all hear this shit, man? He comparing us as a black America as a whole as the same as white supremacists. Come on, my gay brothers and sisters. Come on, man. Y'all, I mean, I know, I get it. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all deal with some issues. We all deal with issues. You know what I mean? Some of y'all was molested. You know, some of y'all was raped. All kind of shit, man. It's some deeper issues and some layers of shit that ain't being talked about. But me, as a black man, I done came across women who done confided in me and told me how they was molested by they half brother or they cousin or shit like that. Like, this is real talk. And a lot of them is then crossed over, or they bisexual. Some is all the way, all the way over. They fully gay. You know what I'm saying? So come on, man. Like, it's some deeper shit that we got to talk about as a community. But the LGBTQ, the white people, are using Billy Porters, all these different black people to push them out there like we got an issue with gay people. We don't have an issue as a whole with gay people, dog. Stop playing, man. So there's no time for that whole separate and divide shit. We is as one right now, or we should be. So like I said, man, don't let the Democrats pull that bullshit, because they had time and ample time to put this police reform bill in effect. The bill is weak as hell, because the bill don't even defund the police departments at a federal level. And if they're going to defund them, they need to take that money and send it specifically, directly to black America, black communities. We ain't falling for that minority shit no more, that people of color shit no more, and poor people shit no more. Them all trick bag words, man. Them is all words, man, that don't really mean nothing for us. We got to be specific in what we want and what need to come to us. So that's why they throwing the Billy Porters out here to create the gay divide. So now you got the black LGBT. Oh, no, y'all against us and woo, woo, woo. And then we got the loyal Democrats, which is mostly older black Americans. We rolling with the... So everything is separate, when we need to speak as one voice, man. The problem is we need to defund the police department, for one. Two, we need to break up their unions. You see how they're breaking up the unions with the GM, the Fords, and the Chryslers? We need to do the same fucking thing. You know what I mean? Because just as much as they corrupt, the police unions is corrupt too. They need to be broken the fuck up. Them is two key things that need to be in that bill that's not in that bill. So it's a bunch of bullshit. It's just a bunch of, symbolic gestures to make us feel good, to make them look like they doing something for us. They ain't doing shit for us. Then on top of that, the founder of BET, Bob Johnson, unveiled a plan where America needs to pay us $14 trillion. That's at the low end. Have they spoke on that? Have Nancy Pelosi spoke on that? Have Karen Bass, the leader of the Congressional Black Caucus, spoke on that? See? When you start talking about money specifically for us, then that's when everything changes. They don't want they dancing, or they ain't trying. Oh, no, I ain't got no answer for that, or no, I can't take that question, or they get conflated, they get discombobulated, So that's what we need to stay focused on. Like, they need to defund the police departments at a federal level, all of them. Take that money and put it back into the black community. Second, need to break up their unions. Break their fucking unions up. Third, private. They don't need to investigate themselves. They need a third-party investigator with specifically black people on there. Not a bunch of coons. People from the community need to be on there. And when I say community, I mean people of the community. You understand? Not somebody that's been handpicked by them. You feel me? These are things that need to be in that bill. If it's not in that bill, dog, that bill is a bunch of bullshit. And at its state right now, it ain't even in there, so it's a bunch of bullshit. It's just them to try, like I said, trying to make the Republicans look bad, and then they can say, hey, come vote for us, and we gonna do this for you, and blah, 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 and they ain't did shit for us. And then we be back to square one. Then it'd be another George Floyd, but it'd be another name. And then we'd be back to emotional tirade, protesting, tearing up shit, and back to square one. Right now, we got white supremacy where we want it. So we need to stick together. All that trying to cause division, my gay brothers and sisters, listen, we'll talk about these other issues on another date. But right now, we need to stick as one. My older black folk, that's loyal Democrats, and feeling like they gonna be the ones who's gonna take care of us, and y'all gonna vote for them no matter what, push the pause button on that shit, and let's have a collective voice and move our agenda as one and stop being separate. Because that's how, when they break us down, that's what happens. You know, we lose sight of what we need to be focusing on. We need to focus on what's at hand, and what's at hand is breaking up these police departments, defunding them. I mean, just everything that on the highest level needs to be set forth for the police departments. Period. If fuck all that, well, we trying. Nah, y'all ain't trying hard enough. Because we see when a crisis come, when they were talking about, oh, we don't have money for this and we don't have money for that. That crisis that just came over with the COVID-19, when they kicked us down our little few dollars, but they gave the corporation billions and billions of dollars. You see, they came up with that money and they passed that shit collectively together, Democrats and Republicans, because it benefited what? The corporations, who in turn pay the politicians. See, y'all gotta understand. It's the money, man. It ain't about symbolic gestures. It ain't about Nancy Pelosi wearing the fucking kente cloth. I don't give a fuck about that. What is you doing for black people? I don't care about what you wearing. These motherfuckers kneeling and all in the marches, and I don't care about that shit. Where's the money? Where's the defunding? Where's the accountability? See, that's another thing they can put forth in the bill. Why not? They talking about in the bill, they making it where it's easy for people to sue the police. Okay, that's good. Let's take it a step further though. You can sue them and take money from their pension and their 401k. Why not put that in there? So if you're going to make it easier in the current state of the bill that y'all trying to propose now, if it's easier to basically file charges against the police and sue them, if that's part of the bill, y'all want to make it, take it a step further and say, bam, we can sue for the money for in there because they got a union, so we can get inside of that pension fund. Take the money from the pension fund, from their funding. See, so they not serious about it, man. Because if they're serious about it, this is shit they be putting forth, and they'll put that in that bill. So like I said, don't get caught up in the symbolism. Don't get caught up in, because they trying to, really what they trying to do too is create diversion or a little stalling tactic to try to calm the movement down, to make people be like, oh man, yeah, they really about to try and do this for us and blah. Man, stop. Keep your foot on these niggas' necks, man. Like I said, they done rolled Billy Porter out here. They're gonna keep rolling these type of people out here, the Oprahs, all these to cause division amongst black people, because we do have a lot of division amongst each other. We have a lot of hatred towards each other. We have a lot of bullshit that we ain't even healed from our own wounds. But right now, we got to put that to the side and deal with what at hand, man. You hear me? This is like a immediate crisis that we need to handle right now. All the other shit, we'll deal with that when it's time. All right? So that's all I got to say on it, man. Y'all have a good night. Peace.